Speaking with us today is Andrew Lawson, Managing Director, MBD Energy, who is kindly speaking at IIR's Coaltech Conference, 1st to 2nd of June 2010 in Brisbane. Welcome, Andrew. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, James. Happy to be here.
Firstly, can I ask what are your thoughts on Australia's attitude to greenhouse gas reduction and environmental sustainability?
Yeah, I think there's really two streams of thought in Australia. There's the whole climate change debate, which I think Australia's been left behind, and I think there's a growing desire from the community and from business to actually get on with the business of looking for the opportunities within sustainable provision of energy and other aspects, and I think that's where we should head. I think in Europe the whole climate is quite different. The science isn't so much in question. It's really looking at the solutions and how they bring forward the scale within the projects for the solutions is the critical thing, and I think we've got a bit to learn in that area. But my MBD's approach is to really pick up the opportunities, and with algae we see a great opportunity to use the CO2 as a sustainable feedstock for production of oil and meal. You
mentioned algae. How does greenhouse gas abatement at large emitters using algae actually work?
What actually happens is once the coal's been burnt or the energy's been created and the greenhouse gases are emitted to the atmosphere, we collect them before they escape up the chimney. We cool them down, and we then feed them into an algae farm, and the algae are able to double their mass every day. So we basically just supersaturate the growing water with CO2 and NOx and SOx and other added nutrients, and the algae then grow, and we then harvest the algae every day. We crush the algae, and we are able to get oil and meal, which we can then sell for fuel or plastic production, or the meal's 50 to 70% protein and blended with livestock carbohydrates to provide a very useful alternative for feed.
And can you give me a summary of the project from display to large-scale deployment?
Yeah, sure. We start with a project at display scale. We've spent some time with an R&D facility up in Townsville, but the first of our projects will be at three of Australia's large power stations. We're setting up a 1 hectare display project. This is not a commercial project, but more a proof of concept scale. It involves up to 50 of our modules set up in an array. Gases are then pumped from each of the power station flue stacks to the system. They're fed into the system and dissolved and bubbled through the water. The water's then grows the algae, and pretty much as a water treatment system drains down the water. We drain down half of the water, extract the algae out of that, and then put it through a separator to crush the algae and produce oil and meal. And that goes on a daily basis.
And what's the basis of the Bio CCS Program?
The Bio CCS Program is a group of commercial-based companies that have come together, which all have very similar discussions with government and industry about how we can use nature and biology to improve to grow products like oil and meal, as we do. Other programs include soil carbon projects or grazing management or reforestation. There are also projects looking at algae in oceans, and it's really just using nature to look at very simple processes, photosynthesis being the basis, to improve the quality of soils and the quality of the environment where the pollution's created in a natural way.
Is your target of 50 million tonnes of greenhouse gas sequestration per year by 2020 realistic?
Look, we believe so. We've, with regard to the scale of projects already up and running, there are more than 500,000 hectares within Australia under or using soil carbon rather than nitrogen-based fertilisers to improve the quality of their soils. The sequestration associated with that is 5 million tonnes. Our projects at each of the three power stations, we have an expectation of scaling them up by 2020 to get between 30 and 40 million tonnes of CO2 sequestered a year. So we're very confident that the combined scaling of these projects will achieve the 50 million tonnes of greenhouse gas sequestration in each state. What we can't guarantee is just really the uptake and the pace at which these projects are rolled out, and we really need to work with governments and industry to see these benefits taken. But we're certainly very, very confident that there are potentials there. We'd really like to urge the Australian government and state governments to really get in behind and support these projects. We've certainly seen great support from the industry itself, and we've seen great support from communities where these programs are looking to be established.
You're speaking at IIR's Coltech conference on the 1st to the 2nd of June 2010 in Brisbane. What do you hope that events like this will achieve?
Look, I think they're a great opportunity to explain the process that we're undertaking, to give the wider community and the industry an understanding of where each of the projects are, what are the issues associated with scaling up, what are our plans for the future, and really just provide people with the background understanding of the projects, so that both industry and government can make informed decisions on where they would like to see the whole debate go. We think that coal is a very important resource for Australia. It's a very significant income generator. We'd like to think that Australia could, in addition to exporting coal, we can be looking at exporting solutions such as the Bio CCS companies and approaches with the coal, and thereby creating a solution as well as a market for our coal going on for many years in the future.
Thank you very much, Andrew. We look forward to your presentation at the conference.
Thanks, James. I look forward to it too. Thank you.